All right, guys, welcome to another Bluff the Spot stream. Today, I'm going to quickly give you guys a look over my results from 2020. I'm a little bit uncomfortable showing them. It feels like I'm bragging, but at the same time, I am a poker coach. We sell products, so I think it's very important for me to show you guys my results to prove that I am a winning player and not just somebody, trying to make a quick buck while, leaving poker. I still play poker very, very often. Yeah, so obviously in the beginning, it wasn't so great. The first month, I was actually down like 65K or so, just running really badly. But then it went, up and down, up and down. And then I had my big upswing here in terms of dollars. And then I steadily ended up winning. Let me show you in dollars or in big blinds. Maybe that's a bit more helpful. But as you can see, didn't start off so well, swinging a bit. But, starting around half the year, I won pretty consistently. So I'm pretty happy with that. Almost 5 BB win rate. That's fine. In reality, it's higher because there's some ACR hands that were not important in which I won. But about 5 BB win rate, you playing some of the best guys in the world, trying to implement type game selection, but, sometimes you got to battle a little bit. So I'm very happy with that. I'm not so happy with the days played. That could have been a lot more. Again, it would have been a couple more because I'm missing a few hands, unfortunately, winning ones. So, but overall, I'm very happy with my results. And for 2020, guys, I hope you can do the same, right? I wish you can all make this amount of money yourself, and it's not going to be easy, of course. I've been in the game for a long time, but you can do it, right? You can absolutely do it. So, absolutely. So use this as motivation, right? Don't see this as me bragging. This is more just me showing that myself, I'm not a genius. I work hard, but I sleep too, right? I can do this, you can do this as well. So I hope this is motivation. When I see, let's say, a guy or a woman who's in really good shape, I think, well, let me eat better, let me work out more so I can be in good shape, rather than saying, oh man, that person's got it so good, I don't have that. Man, let me just go ahead and sulk in the basement, right? Or that person has a Ferrari, my dream car. Let me just sulk in the basement. I don't have that. No, I would think, okay, I'm going to work harder so I can also get a Ferrari, or I can also, I don't know, make money to put my kid through school, whatnot, right? Whatever you're after. But I would always look at people who are doing well and try and motivate yourself through that. Anyway, so when I show you guys results here, you'll see that I won. Let me do it like this. I won 574 in the 501k game, but I lost 420 in the 501k 2k game. So overall, in the big game, let's say, I'm only quote unquote up 150k. The rest was all won at 5k, 10k, 20k, some 40k. So it's not as if I just had an upswing at the highest stakes only. Let's see. Can you filter by stake? Well, as I showed you, I'll do it like this. So winning most at 20k, you see 10k. So some at 40k. Smaller amounts at 5k. Obviously, it's a lower stake. And then winning some. I also play some 1025 sometimes on Party Poker, which is a pretty fun game as well. Even played some 10 cent NL. So these hands were actually played for a coaching video. So yeah, I basically for a lab video. So I played a session. I recorded myself playing. So, but yeah, results are results, I suppose. Even played a little bit of NL5 in there. But then, the big one was obviously losing so much at 501k, 2k, losing a tiny bit over here. But overall, I'm very, I'm obviously very happy with my results. If I could sign for this amount for the rest of my poker career, I would obviously snap sign, right? From NL5 to NL100k in 1 year, congrats. Yeah, that's a good one. See, guys, I told you, if you believe, so if you play NL5 right now, maybe at the end of the year, we'll see each other at 501k. What happened to Make Boyfriend? Did he become one of the best? He was just good, and then he made a rocket jump. He's a guy who steadily improved throughout the year. So yeah, he's a very good player, obviously. And in the last 6 months or so, he added heads up. So which I like because he'll just play guys heads up while I'll play six max. So I very much appreciate that. So he's a good player. He's a buddy of mine. I don't know him very well, but he's a good guy. So I wish him the best. Did you show red line, blue line? Is that out of line? Is that out of line? Whatever. Let me see. This one, right? I have no idea. I think I'm winning. I think I'm losing a little bit on red line. This year was definitely not my most aggressive year. Ooh. Look at this. Yeah, so I'm a small, I would say a small loser, I guess. I mean, not a big loser at red line, but I'm losing apparently. Okay, so confirmed it. Confirmed it. Do you think poker will change anyway? Anyhow, poker will change. I don't think there will be dramatic change. I mean, usually poker just moves along a steady pace, right? And this year or last year, I guess, was way different because of Corona. But no, I mean, I think what's important is that you always move along with the times, that you play on the sites where the games are good, you play during the times when the games are good, you do your best to avoid, let's say, regulation and rake and, lack of rake back, whatnot. So it's important to always stay aware of what's happening in the poker community and trying to maximize your EV. But it's not as if 2020 was a great year for poker and 2021 is terrible, right? That's not how it works. And especially now in winter, I mean, a lot of people are just stuck in lockdown. It's cold. I think a lot of people will be playing poker, right? Whereas I imagine this summer may just be terrible because, by summer, maybe a lot of people, they don't have Corona anymore. They've been vaccinated, whatnot. So, and then the weather is good. I think in this summer, if you're ever going to be super social, right, with friends and family, this is the summer to do it. So I expect winter to be pretty good for the next few months. So I would all encourage you guys to grind pretty hard. And then during summer, I would imagine it's shit. But then again, who knows? That is purely speculation. Do you not play on Stars anymore? Well, it is not like I'm against playing on PokerStars, but I haven't played there in a while because, last time I played there for a while, I was so disappointed. I didn't get in any hands. I got in 150 hands in 6 weeks, and those were shitty hands, right? That was 50 hands maybe with a 10K fish, who's a very bad fish, and 100 of them were reg game, so, and since then I've gotten a new setup. That's why it took me a while to get the hands because I had to export them from my old computer to my new computer. And I haven't even installed the software. And I'm like, maybe I should. Maybe it's a free roll. I can just sit down and wait or whatnot. But I just can't get myself to do it. Eventually, I will do it. Maybe in like a month or so, I will be installing PokerStars. But I haven't had much motivation to do so. The games are good enough on other sites, right? So the only reason for me to really play PokerStars, unless the games are good, is just to show my face, to show that I'm not a retired reg. But, I'm not. Not sure if asked, but which sites were in this alias? So I do play some sites that are untracked, but I don't have much volume on them. I was up on them, but can't show them, unfortunately. So these are just the major sites. PokerStars, WPN, GG, 888, Party Poker. I think those are the ones in the filter. Yeah, those are the ones within the filter. Was this more or less volume than your previous year? Yeah, every year I've been playing less volume, which is unfortunate because the thing is, this year I played virtually no 500 Zoom. If you look at how much 500 Zoom I played, I guess that's 5. Okay, I played 7,000 hands, right? But that's virtually nothing. So I almost play no 500 Zoom. I play a little bit of 1025, 3,000 hands, but other than that, I only play 5K plus, and there's just a limited amount of hands you can play when you play stakes that high. So, yeah, I just don't have much of an ability to play many more hands because I just can't. And I actually think that playing 500 Zoom for me is minus EV, not because I can't beat it. I can definitely beat it. However, if let's say I play 500 Zoom, right? And let's say I win, my win rate here was 4.8 big blinds. Let's say I win 5 big blinds, whatever, something like that. And then I get a 200, 400 game. That game is 8 times higher. So if let's say I win 5 big blinds, at a consistent basis, but then I lose a big blind because I'm less focused or because I can't get into the game or because I quit early because I'm tired at 40K, that is super minus EV. So I put in more work and I make less money. And 2020 for me was a year of optimizing, not just blindly working hard, which I tend to do, but working smarter, waiting for the big games and playing my very best rather than grinding shittier lower games and then playing the bigger games worse, right? Just so I can tell myself, oh, look, I played a lot of volume. Volume is arbitrary, right? It is only about EV. At the same time, you also don't want to be lazy, right? You don't want to say, okay, I'll just play 40K only and that's it. So there's a good balance, but I play virtually every 5K I see.